Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. Start of another week, so I thought I would touch base back with you guys and bring you some more art projects for you to work on if you so desire. I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy. Again, can't stress enough how much we all miss you guys, so I hope you're doing very, very well. So, want to get right to it. I'm going to actually do something just a little bit different. And the reason I decided to do it just a little bit different was because I know that we've talked a lot about the usage of how to create pictures or images and things like that based on the usage of the lines that I have talked about and I've shown you. We're still going to be using those lines, but today I thought maybe we could do it a little bit different in that I'd like for you folks to be able to come up with your own picture using what you've done so far, right? Using those different lines and being really creative. This week at ESM, it is Spirit Week. And even though we are home, we're still celebrating the fact that we have a really awesome school, right? So I thought it would be fun this week to create some, maybe what's called spirit monsters, maybe spirit little fun kind of creatures, maybe kind of just to kind of have some fun this week, right? Keeping in with the spirit of ESM and the fact that we're all one big family, even though we're all apart at the moment, right? We can still celebrate that. So it is art. What you're going to need again today is a blank piece of paper. You are going to need that pencil again with the eraser. Now, in addition to that, if you have at home or wherever you may be doing this, I thought that it would be fun if we could start our projects this week using orange and blue. And why is that? Because those are our colors at ESM, right? So you can use either some like colored pencils, right? Or crayons or markers or whatever you would like, okay? Now I'm going to show you an example. Then I'm going to show you some other examples, but kind of walk you through a couple of them. That way you'd have like a point of reference, right? Or something to go off of. But again, I want you guys to be creative. I want you guys to create your own. And I want you to do so using all of those different lines that we used to do, okay? So here it is. Here's my guy, right? And I might even put like the word ESM right here, okay? And I might be able to see how I just kind of used some lines there, okay? Come back through, kind of give him some fun little letters here, right? Doesn't have to be completely perfect. Can just be a whole lot of fun, okay? All right, so as you can see, I just pretty much created my guy to begin with by drawing a giant rectangle, okay? And then after that, I just gave him some feet, which are some straight lines down, some curved lines here, some more straight lines, okay? Also here, this is kind of a straight line, and then it kind of comes just a little bit of a curve in through here, right? Same on this side. Same kind of on the outside, a curved line here, straight line here, curved triangles, right? And remember how I said that you can just approach something or a drawing or anything that you might be interested in drawing, and you can look at it and just break it down into kind of very simple forms, break it down into the lines, okay? So this is just one example that I had, all right? So I kind of created my own little spirit monster, all right? I want you guys to do the same. I'm going to flip ahead, so just give me a second while I find my paper. Let's see. All right, now I didn't color him in, but I did create this guy. I'm going to put him, well, hopefully you guys can see. I put some light on him. Again, I didn't color this in. I did not because part of the creative process, once you have your picture drawn, is all about kind of how you want to finish that, right? The colors you want to use, the techniques you want to use in to be able to color it in or to add some color and some other types of things to your picture, okay? You can glue Google eyes on here. You can be just so creative, okay? So what I did is I'm going to show you how to do this and then another one. Right now, if you can see, I just started with kind of a giant oval on this guy, right? So this is just an example. And I used the curved lines and created circles. I used some straight lines, right? More curved lines, more straight lines to create some triangles. All right. So these are all just fun little things that you can work on and be creative as you want. Okay. Last guy here. I don't know if I didn't really draw him that heavy because I thought I would show you how to do it. But he's kind of fun, right? He might have 3 eyes and he might have some wavy things on the top of his head and some little hairs sticking out. And he's got kind of a funny little mouth here. Okay. So I also did this guy where he's kind of just like peeking up onto the page, right? You don't see his whole body. You just kind of see what might be his head, right? He's just kind of peeking at you. All right. So that's another way that you can look at this and do something fun like this. Okay. So next week we'll get back into, or maybe even Friday, we'll get back into something a little more structured, if you will. But for today, I just kind of wanted you to have a lot of fun. So let's flip back to this guy right here. All right. And by the way, if you would like me to show you how to do the other one that I already created, you know, the big kind of rectangular shaped guy, I'll be happy to walk you through that. Okay. You can email me. You can get through to me on Google Classroom, and I will gladly show you the steps for that. But for now, I'm going to show you how I created this, and maybe even this guy over here. Only from the, or excuse me, what I should say is only for the reason of showing you that you put together your lines in such a way, and boom, you have something that's so cool, right? All right. So, blank piece of paper, a pencil with an eraser. Put some light on this, hopefully be able to do this. Again, you can have your picture the long way. You can have your picture the length way, whatever works for you. I'm going to keep mine this way for right now. Okay, so you see, and part of the reason that I'm using a sketchbook, and it's really okay to use just simple pieces of blank paper, right? There's no reason that you have to go run out and get a sketchbook, whatever. But the reason that I'm using a sketchbook, first of all, helps me stay a little bit organized, but it also allows me when I'm talking to you so that you'll have an idea of where I'm starting, where I'm, the edge of my paper is, okay? So it's not like just this, right? I just want to kind of give you an idea of where I am as a marker for you, all right? So don't feel like it's hard and fast, but you have to do it just like me, like I've said before, okay? So for this one, all I've done, right, is I started with kind of like an oval. Doesn't have to be perfect, trust me. Okay, when I'm doing it one-handed, as you have seen in the past, mine are far from perfect. But as I have also said in the past, thank goodness for erasers, right? Okay, so it's just kind of a giant oval shape. We are going to do some erasing on this, all right? So whatever you need to do, you can close this in right now, but I'm going to show you what I did, okay? So I came here and I did some straight lines. I'll try to do them a little bit darker. I know it's sometimes hard to see on white paper, right? So I just came like this, right, over to the side, and I created those types of lines on my paper. I'm going to come back through and do this a little darker for you. All right. So I'm going to use my eraser. I'm going to erase this marking right here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the same thing. Now in my other paper, or my other picture that I drew, I just repeated these types of lines down here 3 times. Okay. So a total of 6 lines, right? Straight lines, but I did just basically those types of lines down here. So I'm going to come down at the bottom, and I'm going to come down like this, maybe down towards the middle like this, and then over the side like this. So you have something silly that looks like this. Now again, you can go in any direction you want, but for now, this is what I'm going to do. And I erase this line right here. I'm going to erase this one, and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to erase this one. Okay. Now I'm going to jump back up to the top. And again, this is going to be repeats of some of what I did. Okay. So we're going to kind of make the same type of oval shape, but we're going to make one here, 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 and here. All right. So I'm going to start, but I'm going to connect these. Okay. Now I'm going to make these on the top kind of big. All right. Well, these are more like circles. See, again, Mine's a little lopsided because I'm doing it with, with one hand. So I'm going to actually draw the circles here and then the ovals really kind of down here because I'm going to make these kind of look a little bit more like they are feet. Okay. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Can just be really silly. Now my other picture, I just gave, like, if you want to start here and go over to here, I'll show you what I did. Look at, kind of a curved line, right? Right there. I'm going to do the same thing right over here. Excuse me. Now I'm going to draw kind of that, remember the letter U that we drew for our owl last time? I'm going to do that and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go over here, bring it up. I'm going to draw kind of a dot in the middle. And just like that, we have an eyeball, okay? And we gave him, or her, whatever you want, 2 eyes with eyelids. You can even come in here and you can even like, okay? See what I'm doing? It's just some basic curved lines. Give him some eyelashes, or her some eyelashes, whatever. Now, what I did here was I created a mouth by doing a straight line in the middle, just like that. I did the letter U again, where I'm going to connect this side to this side. Okay. Funny, silly, right? Now I gave him some jagged teeth, if you want to call it that. They're just basically upside down triangles again, right? But you can do that any way you want. All right. Now, all I did to decorate him, and I can flip back in just a moment, all I did to decorate him, her, whatever you want to call it, the giggle monster, the ESM spirit monster, anything in there, right, is I just kind of place some what looks like circles, half circles, right, smaller. Okay. All right, I might come over here and I might just kind of do one on the corner. I might come up here like this. I might place a little one here. I might come over here and do one here, like half circle over here, right? Another little small one over here. Just to kind of give him some silly spots, right? Some silly looking spots. Okay. Make him look like they're going off the corner there. Okay. Another big one here, maybe a small one here. All right. Okay. See how he's taking shape? Again, you can add some funny little wavy lines like this, right? That's kind of silly, right? You can color this any way you want. Any way you want, but you know what would be fun to do? Use your orange and blue, whether it's crayon, colored pencil, markers, paint, anything you'd like. That would be fun to do it in orange and blue for ESM. Okay, so now maybe on Friday I can come back and do the other one, but I'm going to do it I'll do it really, really quick because I know like this is kind of getting a little bit long for you to sit through. But again, remember, if you see something and you're not sure how to do it, or you want to do it just that one, you can always hit the pause button. You can always go back, right? You can always watch it again and again and again. Each step you can watch several times if you need to, right? There's no wrong way to do it. There's no wrong materials. There's no wrong anything in this, okay? This one, especially this week for Spirit Week, it's about your imagination and create the fun, or the most fun, like spirit monster you can think of, okay? Now this guy over here, I'm gonna do him super, super quick. And again, I did not color my original examples because I just kind of wanted to leave it so where you feel like you can just explore and have fun. So this one, super quick, and he's kind of silly, right? He might be peeking up from the paper, so you can't see his whole body. So I'm going to start over here on the edge, right? Okay. And I'm going to use kind of a curvy / wavy line, okay? And I might just come over, give him like a silly kind of, maybe that's his head. We don't know, all right? Now, maybe he has really, really, really wavy ones on the top of his head. The thing about wavy ones, if you want to make them so that they're wide, or you can leave it just like this for sure, is you're going to take your pencil and you're going to come down over here and you're going to follow that general shape. So watch what I mean by that. I'm going to bring my pencil tip over here And I'm going to start, see how it's kind of going in like this one. And then my pencil's going to come around and go in and go out, go in. And before long, this is what you have, right? It follows that general shape. See that? I'm going to give him another one. I'll show you again. This one might be kind of big. I'm going to kind of come up, go over. Maybe give him another one. What do you think? All right, ready? Wow, look at that. He might even have some fun little tufts of hair in here, right? I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go kind of thing, right? He even looks a little different than the other one. Now, guess what? He might only have one big, huge eye. Okay? So you can even give him a different kind of eyeball, right? This is kind of a different eyeball where you can kind of color this in right here, right? There's one over here. Maybe he has 3 eyes. One of them is on this side. One of them is on this side. Okay. And look at that. Already we have a crazy looking monster. Now I'm going to draw this really funny mouth, if you will. It's going to start from up here and it's going to kind of come down like a slant, go right off the side of the paper. And this one I'm going to give him like a triangle one right here, but I might even give him one up here. Maybe another one. What do you think? Maybe one down here. He's got some funny looking teeth right there, right? All right. So he might, you know, he might have some eyelashes. Okay. It's whatever. And before long, boom, you have your own kind of monster. So this week, like I said, just to recap, it's all about you using those lines, right, to create something that's all your own, that is unique, that is as wonderful and unique as you are, right? And there's no wrong way to do one. I just want to try to, like, if you think it would be fun, it would be a lot of fun, I think, right, to create an ESM spirit monster. So that means I would be using a lot of orange and blue. And let me see if I can flip back super, super quick. Okay, there's our one right there that we created. And here's my guy. All right, orange and blue. I'm going to finish him. I'm going to give him the words of ESM here. All right. So I hope that you've enjoyed this one. I'm sorry that it went a little bit longer, just something a little bit different for you, but it's time that you guys are so good at what you're doing that you can start doing things kind of on your own, exploring that, okay? Perfect. So I will be back at the end of the week. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoy these as much as I enjoy doing this with you. Always know that we, and I specifically, miss you guys a lot. Hoping that you are all healthy and well and making good choices and getting out in the awesome sunshine. I can't wait to see pictures and hear all about what you guys are doing. Don't forget to take pictures of your awesome art, okay? All right, I will talk to you soon and we'll be back together. Bye, guys.